No alarm sounded when humanity walked out of the Galactic Council. That was the greatest mistake the galaxy would ever make. Delegates watched the human representatives collect their data tablets, exchange polite farewells, and quietly board their starships. There were no threats, no angry speeches, and no fleets gathering beyond the station's windows. To the Council, humanity's silence looked like surrender. It was anything but. For 20 years, humans had pleaded for stronger defenses against the growing Void Swarm, an ancient force that consumed entire star systems without negotiation or mercy. Council leaders dismissed every warning. They argued that diplomacy would prevail, believing every civilization shared the same desire for peace. Humanity knew better. Earth's history had taught painful lessons about enemies who could not be reasoned with. When the Council rejected the final proposal to prepare for war, the human delegation simply stood, thanked the Assembly for its time, and departed. The chamber erupted in laughter after they left. "They'll return," one ambassador declared. "They always do." They never did. Instead, humanity disappeared beyond the unexplored frontier. Years passed. Without human engineers, Council shipyards slowed. Without human scientists, research projects stalled. Without human logistics experts, supply routes became unreliable. Few realized how deeply humans had supported the Alliance until they were gone. Then the Void Swarm arrived. Entire colonies vanished within days. Automated defenses collapsed beneath endless waves of biomechanical vessels. Council admirals, trained for conventional warfare, watched their fleets crumble against an enemy that adapted after every battle. Panic spread faster than the invasion. As desperate evacuation ships fled burning worlds, a mysterious transmission appeared across every military frequency. It contained only 4 words. "We heard your call." Moments later, hyperspace itself shimmered. Hundreds of enormous human warships emerged from brilliant blue portals, each vessel bearing scars from battles no Council record had ever documented. They were larger, stronger, and far more advanced than anything the galaxy remembered. Leading them was the flagship Resolute Dawn. Its commander gave only one order: protect the civilians first. Human fleets ignored opportunities for glory. Instead, they formed defensive walls around refugee convoys, intercepted enemy attacks, and coordinated thousands of rescue operations. Engineers repaired damaged alien stations while medical teams treated survivors regardless of their species. The Council expected revenge. Instead, they witnessed responsibility. The turning point came above the shattered world of Narrated. Human commanders realized the swarm relied on a single massive control vessel hidden within a storm of smaller ships. Rather than launch a reckless assault, they baited the enemy into pursuing evacuation convoys before springing a carefully planned counterattack. Elite strike squadrons disabled the control vessel while the main fleet shielded civilians from the crossfire. The swarm collapsed into confusion. Within hours, the invasion was over. Days later, the Galactic Council gathered again. This time, the chamber was silent. The same seats once occupied by humanity remained empty until the human delegation finally entered. No applause greeted them. Only respect. The Council President slowly stood. "We believed your silence meant weakness." The senior human representative shook his head. "It meant you had already made your choice." The President lowered his eyes. "And yet you still returned." The human smiled faintly. "We didn't come back for the Council." He looked toward the rescued delegates filling the chamber. "We came back for the people." From that day forward, every new Council member studied the lesson engraved beneath the rebuilt Assembly Hall. Never mistake humanity's silence for surrender. Sometimes, it is simply preparing to save everyone else. ****. If you enjoyed this story and want more cinematic sci-fi adventures, don't forget to like and subscribe.